Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of I Don't Work Here, Lady, and our story for today. Entitled woman tries to make me help her even when she knows it's not my place of work, then harasses me at my actual job. I hope you like it, and subscribe for future videos. Backstory. I'm a teen services librarian in a public library that caters to one of the largest school districts in the state. The people here view themselves as from a higher pedigree than others and have the personalities to match. This story happened last Saturday after work and then floated into yesterday. I was at the mall doing some shopping for some of the summer sales. Granted, I didn't realize that I still had my name tag on, but it has the library's name and the emblem on it as well, making it obvious that I don't work at any of the stores. Anyway, on with the story. Cast: me. E, department store employee. M, manager of department store. EW, entitled woman. S, my supervisor at my job. LD, library director. I'm finally out from working a busy full day from opening to closing and decide to go to the mall after. It's only about 20 minutes away and still in the school district boundaries. When I go into a store, I'm approached by a few of the teens I associate with at work very often. They ask me some questions about upcoming events, and I answer them to the best of my ability. After another few moments, we part ways, me continuing further into the store to browse around, combing through the clearance with hangers of clothes hooked on my arm. I hear a woman huffing a little and feel the hard two-finger tap on my shoulder. If I didn't know any better, I'd bet she wanted to gouge out some flesh with those acrylics she had on. Excuse me. I have to chase you to the other end of the store after you help those teenagers and don't even offer to help me? While this woman doesn't have the Karen haircut or appearance, she makes up for it in the personality. She moves her sunglasses off her face to the top of her head while I guess trying to give me the mom glare. I look younger than I am. Ma'am, I don't work here. I'm a librarian and those were teens who I see almost every day. I'm sorry that you got the wrong impression. I try to stay as professional and calm as possible. While she may be rude, I refuse to be. EW huffs, rolling her eyes and crossing her arms over her chest. Whatever, you still represent the library then, even when you're not working. You help people get crap at work, so you have to help me now. I blink at her for a moment, not really getting that logic. Without me physically being at the library, no, I don't have to do squat for this woman. At this point, I don't even want to volunteer to help her find an employee anymore like I was planning to do in the first place. I do notice the keychain in her hands has the mascot and name of one of the elementary schools in the district, though. Ma'am, again, I don't work here. I'm sorry, but this isn't my job right now to help you in this store. It takes everything at this point to keep the calm and serene tone of my voice going. Unfortunately, my explanation still doesn't fly with the woman. She literally stomps her foot like a 5-year-old and gets louder as she goes on. No, no, no. You are a civil servant. That means you serve. That means that you listen to what I tell you, and I want you to help me now. By now, people are staring, making me turn a little red. If I was back in my teens, I would most likely have hidden the clothing racks next to me. Can I help you, ladies? A cute little employee comes up to us. She's in her late teens, early 20s, and is eyeing the situation like it's a horde of snakes. But I give her mental kudos for having the cojones to step in at the end of that tirade. Giving me a, ha, look what I'm gonna do now look, EW turns to the employee. Thank you. Yes, I need to speak to your manager here and have them go through the cameras here. This B word, pointing to me, has been impolite, unwilling to help me, and discriminatory to me for the past 10 minutes. Alright, at best it's been maybe 2 or 3, whatever. Of course, I'm sorry, I have no idea what happened, I just got in. She flounders, looking between us. I feel myself get a little more red and getting nervous with the involvement of a manager, innocent or not. Confrontation is not my strong suit, and I have a horrible expression of looking guilty even when I'm not most times, according to my boyfriend and family. The manager comes over. She's a woman I recognize from visiting the library as a patron, though I never interacted with her. She smiles at me, also recognizing me. Hi, you're from the library, right? In the teen department. I smile, realizing that I have an ally in my corner, and just nod. Not that I would have a chance to say anything else. EW instantly steps in. Yes, she's from the library and is refusing to help me. EW makes her voice sound all meek and sad when you were previously able to probably hear her from Mars a minute ago. The manager looks at me and gives me a droll one in return, getting pretty done with this situation at this point. EW is so busy trying to make herself look like the sad little victim here. The manager makes eye contact with the EW and speaks to her as if she's a toddler, slow and making sure that each word registers to her. So, let me see if I understand you. You acknowledge and understand that this young woman is not an employee of this store, but a librarian. She's not liable to help you here, but you still want her to. Absolutely seething, EW hisses a breath out between her teeth. Yes, and she represents civil servants even outside of work. She works for the state. Since I am also a citizen of this state, she must help me when I need it. The manager has that same silent reaction I did at this woman's reasoning and insistence that I help her. The manager takes a deep breath. It's not her job to help you outside of her work, and especially in a place that is not even her field of work. I will personally help you myself today. EW makes a move to speak again, but M whips her hand up to make her stop mid-breath and looks at me. Go ahead and continue shopping. I'll let the cashiers know to give you 25% off your purchase for today. I almost nod and smile before almost literally running away into the forest of clothes. My purchase was made, and I think it's the end. Nope, it's not. Fast forward to earlier yesterday, Monday, my first day back after the weekend. My supervisor calls me early this morning before my shift is even close to starting. Hello? Hi, OP, it's S from Public Library. I get worried since she sounds a little angry. I would like you to come in early today before your shift. We need you for a meeting with administration, please. Oh, okay, of course. I'll be there a half hour early. She hangs up, leaving me to sweat the morning out until I walk into work. I'm told to go into the LD's office, and I'm now very worried that this is something about my job performance here. Hi, OP, LD greets me pleasantly. S is sitting with her at a small conference table in the office. Please have a seat and join us. I close the door behind me and do as I'm asked. I feel my body reacting to my nerves, hands starting to shake a little, knees getting wobbly, sweating a bit. Honestly, I think at this point that I'm getting written up, fired, or both. I even feel my eyes starting to burn with unshed tears at the prospect. You can breathe, OPS says, sounding more kind than on the phone earlier. She's always been a stern woman, but I guess she realizes that I'm scared crapless. I do actually take a few breaths, realizing that I've been holding my breath. OP, we received an email to the administration account regarding you from Saturday. LD starts off, still kind and calm. The schedule says you were on, and the time clock has you as clocked in and out. You were here, but the camera feed shows no confrontations, and the phone calls you answered were very short in length. What exactly happened? I'm given the email to read regarding me. Right away, I can tell from the speech pattern that this is the woman from the store. The entire time I'm reading it, the mantra, "It's that B from the store, it's that B from the store," is on a loop in my head. This email rips me apart in my character in a professional and a public environment and how I'm supposed to cater to those who are in the school district. I can tell you exactly what happened in regards to this email, but it was while I was off the clock and no longer on library premises. I launch into the story. By the end, both S and LD are giving me the same blank-faced blinking expression that both I and M from the store had. We all laughed it off, and they told me to let them know if she comes into the teen area and gives me trouble if she sees me. Crazy Lady returns. Friday nights are the busiest night of the week as far as programs go. I'm the librarian who ran the program last night, streaming panels all afternoon from the Comic-Con in San Diego and orchestrating an Adventure Time and Steven Universe marathon. I'm sitting in the program room working on the technology. The HDMI cable stopped working, so I had to go under the table and fix the connection and change the display settings on the laptop once it shows up on the projector. So my back is to anyone walking into the room. Since Monday, however, I did have a haircut and got a massive amount of highlights. Right away, you can't tell it's me from behind. From behind me, I hear someone walking around and seeming to chuckle to themselves. It sounds like a woman. I don't see her. I think she really did get her butt fired, she mutters to either herself or someone else. Mom, let's just go. This is the teen section. A little kid's voice comes from behind me also. I'm too young to be here. It's fine for right now, hun. We're just looking around. She sounds nice to the kid. We'll be out of here by the time the program starts up, see? The librarian there is working on the laptop to get things ready. Maybe she'll know about the other woman. It sounded like she was going to say another word, but stopped herself since she was with her kid. Now I'm still playing like I don't hear her. It's confirmed to me that this is the woman from the store. Excuse me, do you mind if we ask you a question? Her tone is more stern when addressing me, though, of course. Silently, I get up and turn to meet her gaze. Her mouth opens to continue talking, and it stops. Some kind of weird croaking sound came out. Not actual words, weirded out and confused. I can't say anything either for a moment. You, she managed to do in a squeaky screech after a moment, pointing at me. I noticed the color of her acrylics change from puke green to construction worker orange. How dare you show your face around here? I can't believe you still have this job. Of course I work here, ma'am. I smirk, thinking of a comeback. I am a civil servant, am I not? I serve the library community. Why wouldn't I be here? Using her own words against her. She sputters for a moment while I walk over to the phone in the room to call my supervisor, who I hoped to catch before she left. It rang for a bit, but no answer. It was a little after 5, so I'm assuming she went home. Plan B. I call the general teen office number for any full-timer. C1 from my first story comes in. While the woman is calling me a pretentious B and whatever else, her child is all the way at the door, slumped against it, looking sad. He looks maybe in 4th or 5th grade. OP, you okay? C1 asks, rushing in. She's holding her stomach from hurrying. She's pregnant. Now, crazy lady turns on her. Are you a supervisor? She looks like a kid in a candy store now. I'm not the head of the department, but I am a full-time librarian. What can I help you with? She asks, glancing at me. I keep my face neutral now, not wanting to stir the pot more. That one, pointing at me, has been disrespectful to me each time I've seen her. I sent an email, and clearly it seems nothing has been done. Your administration is clearly a joke. The quiet realization comes over C1's face. News of the story spread along the grapevine like wildfire here, and everyone knows to be on their toes around patrons right now. Ma'am, OP is one of the most respectful employees here. C1 also gets stern herself. If something happened away from the library, there's nothing that can be done. That's between you two personally. However, if something happened here today, then that's a different story. Yes, she screams a bit too eagerly. Yes, something happened. I asked her a question a minute ago and she attacked my son. Kid looks up from the door with wide eyes, clearly not expecting to be thrown into this. No, Mom. Quiet, I'll take care of it, she hisses at him before turning back to C1. Check the cameras and get security. I want to press charges for assault on a minor. I feel myself getting red. Like I said, regardless of me being innocent, I'm going to look like a deer in the headlights. A moment later, of C1 calling the cavalry, another teen department full-timer, LD, and the assistant director and the guard I'm friendly with all come down. The assistant director and I are talking about what happened while the other teen department librarian are using the computer in the room to get the feed. C1 and LD are speaking to the woman and her son. I've been very OP, the assistant director says in her heavy German accent. I don't think you would do anything like she claims, but we still have to take these things seriously. I nod, teary-eyed from the drama. Thank you. The camera feed is shown to everyone in the room, and it's clear that we only said words and no assault was conducted on my part. I told both LD and C1 then what I told the woman and how it translated from last weekend. LD told the woman that clearly this is harassment and she will be put on a 3-month ban from the library. If her son wants to come, someone else will have to bring him. She will not be allowed on library premises. Once she was escorted from the building by the guard, I was given an informal warning, though, on how I addressed her. Regardless of the past issues, what I said and how I said it does not reflect the library in the best light to patrons. It stung a bit, but I guess I understand. That's a wrap of the drama. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you aren't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for future videos. If you didn't like my opinions, or if you liked my opinions, please let me know in the comments below what you thought of these stories, and I'll see you soon.